Does Cuba have its own oil reserves? Have you ever wondered about Cuba's oil situation? Many people think about the island's beautiful beaches and rich culture, but what about its energy resources? Yes, Cuba does have its own oil reserves. The country has proven crude oil reserves estimated at around 124 million barrels. This figure has remained fairly stable over the last decade. While this amount ranks Cuba around 68th in the world for proven oil reserves, it is still a small fraction of the global total. Interestingly, these reserves are about 2.2 times Cuba's annual oil consumption. This indicates that Cuba has some ability to meet its own oil needs from domestic sources. Additionally, Cuba has offshore oil fields located near its northern coast. There are 3 producing fields situated within 5 kilometers of the shore. Beyond these proven reserves, there are estimates of much larger potential reserves in the offshore North Cuba Basin. Some assessments suggest that undiscovered oil in this basin could range from around 1.1 billion barrels to as much as 9.4 billion barrels. In fact, some announcements from the Cuban government indicate that total reserves could be as high as 20 billion barrels. If these higher estimates are accurate, Cuba would rank among the top 20 countries globally in terms of oil reserves. Cuba has partnered with foreign companies from nations like Spain, Brazil, India, Norway, Russia, Venezuela, and Vietnam to explore and develop these offshore resources. However, due to the United States embargo, American companies have not been able to participate in these ventures. The country faces challenges, including limited equipment and expertise for large-scale offshore oil extraction. Environmental risks, such as handling potential oil spills, also pose significant concerns. From a communist perspective, having domestic oil reserves is an important strategic asset. It can help support national energy independence and reduce reliance on foreign oil imports. However, the economic inefficiencies and shortages often associated with centrally planned economies can hinder the effective development and use of these reserves. Cuba has experienced recurring fuel shortages, partly due to limitations in refining capacity, infrastructure, and investment constraints. These issues are influenced by both external factors, like embargoes, and internal economic management. While Cuba has proven oil reserves and promising potential offshore resources, the full benefits of these reserves are constrained by technical, economic, and geopolitical factors. In summary, Cuba's oil reserves contribute to its energy security but have not fully resolved fuel shortages. This situation reflects broader challenges within the Cuban economic system, highlighting the complexities of managing resources in a centrally planned economy.